joining me for your May Astro Tarot forecast. I am shuffling a brand new deck, and it's the Game of Thrones Tarot. I know a lot of people are happy about that. Here's what the back looks like. I just wanted to do something uplifting and different because I know we're all going a little stir crazy at home. So I'm just gonna go with the flow of the planetary interpretation and see what's available for us all. And like everything, what comes up must come down, and not everything remains the same constant continuum. So just have hope that we collectively can resume our lives. But there is a restructuring that's important, and we're all being called into our homes to reflect. And who's important to you? What's important to you? How you function is being pared down. And it's important to acknowledge what it is you need. And no more, no less is the feeling I'm getting. We receive a full moon on the 7th of May. And this is closure, awareness, completion, culmination at 17 degrees of Scorpio in Libra's second house of wealth, worth, value, and confidence. It is the money sector, and it is about value entirely. It's not just the green paper or the Bitcoin. It's about valuing your pace of life, valuing what you've created for your life. And there is a respect to this sector. So there's this accolade here, like a congratulatory energy. You can gain clarity in your finances now and rebudget, refinance when a full moon occurs in the second house. Pay down what is owed. Wean out of heavy purchases and save resources. The 11th of May, Mercury, our planet of communication, moves into the sign of communication, and that is Gemini, through May 28th. Mercury in the 9th house creates a willingness to analyze and study all data. The 9th house is certification, courses of study, higher learning, higher education, online courses. The world, the participation in the world may be at its unusual pause, but there are still things for individuals to participate in. It's just not the usual, reaching outside of yourself. For those people who are used to being on your own and have made choices in life to be an individual on your own, you might be realizing that you've been living in quarantine all this time and you didn't know it. I certainly know that's what I've felt like, and life's still exactly the same as it was prior to all of this, especially if you work for yourself or you work online. However, my message is there are things to do within yourself. You don't have to reach out of yourself, outside of yourself, ever in life to be happy. In fact, nothing outside of you can possibly create your happiness but you. So until you are, nothing else can be, but you are the only thing that needs to be 100% in order for others to feel that from you, if I'm making sense. As an individual, align your life for your own happiness. That way, everything you touch and create and seep towards feels that way. Okay, so the 9th house is also about travel and going the distance. And even though you might not get on an airplane, the planning and the strategizing is here. And Mercury is strategy, and Mars can be strategy. Mars on the 13th of May enters Pisces through June 27th. This is the 6th house of health and work, and this is brilliant for Libra to feel their best. Stamina, energy, inspiration, drive, determination, willpower, that's all Mars. That's all the definition of Mars. And all of those terms in a 6th sector of work, service, and well-being, that generates good health, longevity, stamina to work out, and sweat, release body weight. Mars in the 6th is weight loss on a good level. Tend to your physical commitments with yourself. Just because the gym may be closed, there's no reason you can't do your push-ups, sit-ups, jump rope, walk, and tone it up. And choose your nutrients properly. The 6th house is diet and that kind of commitment to better health entirely. So no sugars, keep it wholesome. On the 20th, the Sun meets up with Mercury and enters Gemini through June 21. And on May 22nd, our new moon is at 2 degrees of Gemini in the 9th house. So new courses, new belief systems, new desire to plan for travel in the summer and the fall and the winter. And there is a very political tone and philosophical tone and religious tone to the 9th house. So what you're learning about might touch upon those subjects, as well as astrology and the metaphysical. That's also held in the 9th sector. So Libra, you've got some studying to do, and absorbing data like a sponge is something that you do best. Let's see what's here in the cards for you. And if you'd like a private reading, I read all through the week. AudreyAllison.com is where you can find me. And I do have a summer goddess planner that's available that I co-created with Mother House of the Goddess and Marissa McCall. That's on my home page. Libra, here are your cards. Wow. 10 of Spears. This card has come out in a few readings because we are all carrying a heavy burden. Just witnessing the images and the reality, if that's accurate, of what we witness. 10 of Spears is the fire, the wands in the tarot, and that is something that has churned and weighted you down. And you got a heavy load on your plate there, and a lot of people are requiring your time. Let's see what else is here. Wow, the World. I'll say. Just got a little emotional. The World in the tarot is about completion and finishing what you start, and doing so with a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment and pride. No cutting corners here. And the World is probably where you're feeling this pressure and burden, just witnessing what is happening. Let's see what else is here. 7 of Swords. Well, leave it to Libra to still be a little bit sly through COVID. 7 of Swords is mild manipulation, trickery, cunning, maybe some verbiage that is a little bit snarky or snippy. the Queen of Swords. There you are, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. That's Cersei sitting on that throne. Okay, so you got some swords, you've got some spears, you got some weight on the world on your shoulders. The weight of the world on your shoulders. Oh, here we go. The weight of the world on your shoulders. When you do feel that way, don't resort to old pattern and mental methods of dealing and coping, which could be some of this tactic. Stir in the pot, mixing it up. Pay attention to me. Seven of Swords is, Seven of Swords ain't right. Watch your tendency to become something unfair. And also, if that's coming to you from air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, don't participate in that old pattern, the old behavior, because what could happen is it just keeps bringing you down. You could also be tired of spinning your wheels. The Swords cards do rule the mind, and it's boring sometimes, and you can get into trouble when you're bored. What's that phrase about idle hands is the devil's play shop? So don't get too bored, Libra, that you're stirring up the pot. You've got enough on your plate that you could be tending to. Okay, I hope this was helpful. If you want a private reading, I'm at audreyalison.com, and I read all through the week. Thank you for choosing me. I'm wishing you a beautiful, peaceful month. Stay safe, and remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.